All right, so we are back looking at those leaked Mega Tins. We're going to be answering a couple questions about that. We're going to be answering, is now the time to buy these cards? Now that you're seeing these huge declines in price, we're going to answer that, as well as a couple things that have been revealed through the leaks that I think, probably a lot of people are not talking about and should be talking about. So I'm going to answer some of that as well. So that's what we're going to look at today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of this growing community. We're growing quickly right now. Love it. And hit that like button. It does help us out tremendously. Let's jump right into these tins and let's look at it. I'm going to bring it up on eBay so that you can see exactly what is causing all of this craziness around the tins. So let me bring that up for you right here. This is it. This is what's causing all the craziness. Somebody is trying to sell an entire sheet on eBay of the prismatic secret rares that were leaked. So this is the leak. This is what's causing all the problems. This actually, as far as I can tell, this is no longer on eBay. I think it was taken down. I'm not entirely sure, but I can't find it. I left this up on my computer yesterday, and that's the only reason, the only way that I'm able to show it to you right now, because if you type this in on eBay, at least for me, it did not pop up. I can't find it. I can't bring it up. So, but this is it. It's got 8 bids, $500 current bid right now. On this sheet are the prismatic secret rares of the tins. Now, they do bring up a couple questions that I think we need to look at. The first thing being, most of the cards that we expected or hoped to be in the tins are on that sheet. There is one card that is missing though, and that is Guardian Chimera not showing up in that sheet. I do want to just say, it does not mean that Guardian Chimera will not be in the tins. It could be an ultra rare. It could be a super rare. It's even possible that it's a common, although I highly doubt that it's a common. But we only have this information on the prismatic secret rares. And again, or let me just say from here on out, this is not confirmed. So we don't have this confirmed, but it does look pretty legit. But it is only the prismatic secret rare. So just because Guardian Chimera is not on here does not mean that it's not getting reprinted. Now, I would not be surprised if it dodged a reprint because it was reprinted in Maze of Memories, but it's still possible. If you are hoping for Guardian Chimera, you still have hope that it's an ultra, maybe even a super, probably not a common. The second thing that I want to bring up is there are Power of the Element cards in here, which is pretty interesting. That's a set that Konami did not say would be in the tins. Power of the Elements was thought by many, myself included, to most likely be dodging the tins. But you can see in here, you've got Exo Sister Martha from Power of the Elements. You got Lightheart from Power of the Elements. And you have Garuda in here from Power of the Elements. So at least 3 cards showing up in Prismatic Secret Rare from Power of the Elements on this sheet. That's pretty interesting. So will there be other Power of the Element cards reprinted? I have to think that there will be some in Ultra, some in Super, and maybe even some in Common. It does appear as though Konami is putting some Power of the Elements in here. It also, appears as though they're not going crazy with Power of the Element cards in here. There's only 3 as far as I could tell on my look through the sheet. But there are 3 from Power of the Elements. That is worth noting. And it's worth noting for ultras and supers. So if I were you, I would not be buying Ultimate Slayers. I would not be buying Divine Carnate. These are cards that I would be waiting to see if they're going to fill in ultras or super rare spots. Should probably be waiting on Power of the Elements as well as the 5 sets that are in here, because we do see some Power of the Element cards in here. I actually went out and I bought 3 Marthas because I was pretty sure that Martha was not going to be in the tins and the rest of the Exosister core would. And now, you know, I'm out $8 each on the Marthas. And that's just part of the gamble of this game that we love. That's part of what we do. Try and beat the market. And on Marthas, I didn't beat the market. I got beat. The last thing that I want to talk about, and the thing that I think is kind of concerning about what was revealed, is that there does not appear to be any imports on this sheet. Meaning, when you look at this sheet, there's no cards that you're like, I don't know what that card is. There's no Crossot Designator being imported into the set. There's no Dragoon being imported into the set. There's not even like last year you had the Ghost Girls imported into the set, and you had the Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician imported into the set. We don't see anything like that on this sheet. It is pretty much strictly following those 5 sets that were announced to be in here, as well as a couple cards from Power of the Elements. Now, if there are no imports, no special cards being put into the tins, that is going to devalue the tins a little bit. And it might be that Konami thought, we're going to give them all these cards and the rarities that they want them in this tin. We're going to give them promos, but we're not going to import special cards into the tins this year. The hope of the community was that we get promos, that we get all the cards from these sets, all the really good cards put into the tins, and we get imports like we have the last several years. If the imports are taken out, that does take out some value of the tins. So it is a little concerning to not see any of that on this sheet that was revealed. On the other hand, this is only the Prismatic Secret Rares. And so the imports could be in Ultra, they could be in Super. If you remember last year, most of the imports were brought into Prismatic Secret Rare. They could easily put all of the imports in the Ultra Rare spot or the Super Rare spot. So although it's concerning, it's not necessarily that we're not getting them. But it does raise some red flags, at least for me, looking at this, because I love the imports that are brought into the tins. I love the special cards they put in there. I thought the Blue Eyes, the Red Eyes, and the Dark Magician Girl was a really nice touch last year, and I would love to see them do more of that kind of thing. If that's not in here, the tins do take a bit of a hit in that regard. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the big question. So these leaks have come out. And as a result of these leaks, these cards have dropped significantly. And you're looking at Bystial Libellions down, way down, like way down, cheaper than you've ever seen them, in the low 30s, I think, something like that. You're looking at Magnahuts in the single digits. I mean, the cards took a huge hit. So is now the time to buy these cards? I think if you're buying these cards right now, you're absolutely out of your mind. You should not be buying these cards right now. Now is not the time to buy these cards, because there will be 4 waves of hits to these cards from the tins. I'm going to break down these waves of hits so that you understand what we're looking at here. So the first way that these cards are going to take a hit is that's when the tins are approaching. And it's a slow hit. the cards start to decline in price, but it's slow and it's over time, and we saw that taking place. The second hit that the cards take is if there's a leak. If there's a leak, then the cards take a big hit, because all of a sudden people are like, they're going to be in the tins, and they start dropping significantly. But there's a third and a fourth hit that you want to wait for before you buy these cards. The third hit is when the leaks are confirmed, and that's usually like 2 weeks to a week before the tins are released. That's when the YouTubers start getting the tins from Konami, and they start opening them up, and you actually see the cards in there. Once you see the cards in there, they'll start taking another hit. They'll go down even lower because the leak is confirmed. And once it's confirmed, they're going to hit even lower. And then the last hit that these cards are going to take is when the tins are out there. And the hit that these cards are going to take is even bigger than I thought in the last video that I did on these, because most of the chase cards that are coming in the tins from those 5 sets are being reprinted, according to these leaks, in Prismatic Secret Rare, meaning they're not taking a rarity downgrade. They are being upgraded. Now, I know some people consider Secret and Prismatic Secret basically the same, but other people don't. And so they are at least staying the same rarity, or being upgraded in the eyes of people. So Bystial Lebellion is not coming out in Ultra. If it was coming out in Ultra, there would still be a lot of people that would say, I'm going to hold on to my secrets because it's the highest rarity. It's not just the original print, it's the highest rarity, and people value highest rarity and original print. But because Bystial Lebellion looks like it's coming out in Prismatic Secret Rare, the highest printing is the reprint. And it's at least tied, in the eyes of the community, with the original print. More people care about highest rarity than original print. Some people care immensely about original print, but they're not nearly as many as people that care about highest rarity. These cards are being reprinted in a higher rarity, meaning the original print of these cards is going to fall out even harder than we thought that they would, because you had to have thought that a good number of these cards was going to be printed in Ultra or maybe even Super, like Regulus or Bystial Lebellion or Cartesia or any number of cards, yet they all seem to be showing up in Prismatic Secret Rare, meaning that the reprint is going to top the original print for many, many people. And as a result, that original print that you've been holding on to is going to fall out even harder than we thought. So, maybe Guardian Chimera comes in at a Super or an Ultra, and that's going to keep the original print pretty high. But for the cards that were leaked, they're going to fall out even harder. So I would not be going out and buying Bystial Lebellions, because I think you're going to be able to pick up Bystial Lebellions for like $18. And if you're paying $32 for it right now, you're almost paying double what you should be paying. Regulus, I think Regulus is going to fall out to about like $12. You should not be paying like $24 or, $20 for Regulus. Just hold out and wait. Now, I know if you're building decks and you need the card, obviously, you're just going to have to, bite the bullet and go out and get these cards. And luckily, the leaks did drop them significantly. But if you just want them, wait. They're going to fall out. And when they do, they're going to fall out really hard. because they're being reprinted in Prismatic Secret Rare. So everything on this sheet, I would not be buying those. And the ones that are ultras and supers that are being upgraded to Prismatic Secret Rare, those ultras and supers, they're basically toilet paper. I mean, I'm serious. All your Bestial cards that were supers that are now Prismatic Secret Rares, you can take those supers and use them as toilet paper, man. They are going to be like nothing. The last time I looked, the Druis Worm was already $2. If it's already $2, by the time these get out there, it's going to be under $1. It's going to be nothing. And a lot of these cards are going to drop. Do not buy these cards right now. Hold firm. Wait. The leaks are super exciting. I absolutely love this. That's what I got for you. I am going to reveal the results of the giveaway on the next video and have another giveaway. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Helps us out tremendously. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and I am out of here.